Welcome to After Dark at the Fix Stops Roundtable, featuring Katrina Ness, Vanessa Collins, and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings, Vanessa Collins, and Katrina Ness.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome back to the Fix Stops Roundtable's After Dark show. Today is a very special episode as we have David Lukacs here with us, and in honor of him, we are going to be doing a taste of Australia. So we have our good Aussie Australian chocolates and snacks here, and we are going to try them. It's going to be a really fun one, huh?
It is. A lot of surprises ahead. Vanessa, thank you. Great opening, great intro. Katrina, welcome. And David Lukacs, Happy New Year, and welcome to the After Dark at the Fix Stops Roundtable show.
Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
The ladies were asking you in the green room before we got started, what time of day is it? Tell us where you are, where you're at.
Sure. So it's 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're located in Hervey Bay. That's in Queensland. So that's 3.5, 4 hours north of Brisbane, our main capital city. So we're a nice little town on the beach. But a really, really lovely spot.
Yeah. So how did you get involved with the Fix Stops Roundtable, like all the way in Australia?
Yeah. So basically, I've always been a LinkedIn fan. Ted and I, come across on a mutual friend. Ever since then, we've just been sort of talking, to each other, and this is where we're at.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
In fact, Katrina, last time he was here, he was on the show with Tony Owens, and they were here together. And, hey, Tony's a great guy.
Fantastic guy.
Yeah. So, and Tully, good evening. Welcome to you as well. And a special, like we said just a little while ago, Vanessa said, we're going to do this Taste of Australia tonight. We did that once before, and that's coming up a little bit later in the show. We have all kinds of, Vanessa was holding it up. This is the zoomed in version of the box, all kinds of treats, all kinds of good things we're going to sample tonight. And we're going to save that Vegemite for last, David. And
looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Now, Vanessa, you haven't had Vegemite before, right?
I have never had Vegemite. In fact, I didn't even know of it until this Taste of Australia episode has been coming up. So I'm excited, but also kind of scared because Ted has warned us that we need water handy.
David, tell us a little bit about the Vegemite, if you don't mind, just to kind of set the stage for this evening.
So Vegemite is an iconic Australian spread. It's a type of a spread that people like or they don't like. So it's a very, very strong taste, as you know that, Ted.
Robert
is very iconic, very, very iconic here in Australia. How it's used, a lot of people use it with their cup of tea, cup of coffee. They spread it on a bit of toast, and then people put on crackers and all that. Exactly.
Hey, you guys go ahead and do the comments. You can see how many comments we got waiting to come in. So we got them all stacked up here tonight.
Very exciting.
A warning from Sean Kingry. Sean, I would agree. That's it's pretty nasty stuff. And Coralie is here tonight. Sean Butler is here. We have a special coming up for Valentine's Day involving Sean Butler on Wednesday night. We're looking forward to that. And just a whole lot going on. So a lot of folks coming in on the chat and chiming in. And okay, so probably a lot more information.
On for you guys, but pressure's on.
All right, so David, tell us what you do at over in Australia.
So I work in car sales. I'm actually in Mitsubishi, which is the best brand, of course it is. So I just basically look after people, help them, get their dream car, look after them. I try and keep involved in service as well, so after I, sell them the car, bring them over to service, and then just try and be involved in every step of the way because it's all based on customer experience.
And by the way, you did an interview recently with somebody pretty high up at Mitsubishi.
Yeah, that was very special. I'd actually done the interview with Sean Westcott, our CEO of Mitsubishi. I was a bit nervous, but I got through it. But it was one of those times where it was a pinch me moment. It was just really, really exciting. Really exciting.
That's awesome, David.
Ladies, go at it, because David is a great merchandiser. He's a record setter over there at Mitsubishi in Australia, and I'll let you have at him.
That's awesome. So, why is it important to you to have genuine accessories displayed on vehicles in showrooms?
Well, I think it's the most important thing is seeing is believing. So if you've got a car that's done up with genuine accessories, you can help them get their dream car and fit it with accessories, and therefore you're still in with the parts department, and then you just you're painting a picture.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you do a really good job with that. And what are we looking at here, David?
So that one there was done a couple of weeks ago. That one was based on a construction theme. So what we had to do is we had to promote the Triton, but we had to, as you can see, I've got a digger on there. I've got a motorbike on the back. As you can see with the genuine accessories, I've got a tow bar, the nudge bar, just promoting the fact with Mitsubishi genuine accessories.
And what's this model called again?
So this is the new MV Triton. So that one there is the launch that I went to last week. Mitsubishi are bringing out a new Triton. They call it a Ute, which is very popular here in Australia.
I know what that means. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if these ladies know about that. Say, what's the term again, David? What's it called?
So in Australia, we call it a Ute. So basically, it's what they call a utility. Another word is like a dual cab ute. It's sort of short, for that as well. So we do have a few different terms here in Australia for those sorts of vehicles.
Oh, well, speaking of terms, could you tell us what fair dinkum means for us over here in America?
Sure we can. Fair dinkum is a saying that we use a lot over here. So it's basically telling the truth. So if Ted's making a statement, Ted's going to be fair dinkum about it. So he's going to be telling the truth.
Interesting. So in the show or in the green room, we were talking about some other like crazy terms and different words. What are some other ones you can share with everyone?
So one of my favourite ones is chucking a wobbly. That means throwing a tantrum. So if you see someone that's that's getting a bit hostile on that, you can say that they're chucking a wobbly.
That's awesome.
So David, I got to confess, the first time you used that term Ute, okay, I did not know what you meant by that. And I was thinking back to there was a movie, in fact, back in the 90s with it was called My Cousin Vinny, okay? And and he was talking about two Utes, okay? Meaning young men, okay?
Yeah.
But,
so something completely different.
Joe Pesci, I think it was. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we do have another question for you, not related to Australian terms, but how does service and parts play a role in your sales department?
I take that kind of serious, really, because the way that I look at things is that we are all under one roof. So again, I try and push that customer experience. So just because you sell them a vehicle, that doesn't mean that you wipe your hands and push them to the side. Our job is to keep our customers coming back to our dealership so they get the best service, in our service department and our parts department. Because with Mitsubishi, we do have over here, we've got a 10-year warranty or 200,000 Ks. So basically, that's a long time. So we need to make sure that they're getting looked after and getting the best experience possible.
David, how long have you been selling cars, if you don't mind?
It's actually coming up in June. I've been with Mitsubishi for 10 years. So So getting there.
So what are some of your best practices for customer service and retention and bringing, keeping customers after sale and bringing them into the service and parts side of the dealership?
Just be honest. Just be yourself. Just follow-ups. After they take delivery of the car, call them up 3 days after. Just say, hey, how's everything going? Just keep that continuous momentum, and then you've got a customer for life.
Yeah.
Wow. Fair income.
Fair income, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You should try to get Tully to say that.
Yeah.
I feel like once
You know Tully Williams, right, David? So
Yeah.
if he started, he probably wouldn't stop. That'd probably be his favorite new term.
Probably not.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Well,
So, David, exciting stuff. Exciting to have you back on the Fixed Ops Roundtable. Last time you were on, there was not a whole lot of inventory. We were talking about that. And Australia, that was really something in the forefront that you were concerned about. How's that situation now? Here we are in February of 2024.
Well, they've actually gotten a lot better. It depends on what department you sort of look at. Toyota, they're probably the longest at the moment. Mitsubishi aren't too bad at the moment. We're starting to get our pool stock back coming through, so they're a lot better. Mazda are doing okay at the moment, so we're just starting to see stock coming a bit more freely now. Our used, our pre-owned market, that's starting to claw back now. So the value of vehicles are starting to come down a bit. So we need to get back to basics and start the process again.
Who are the folks in this picture with you?
So that's the whole team. So I've got a couple of sales managers in there, and the third gentleman in the middle, Jason, he's our dealer principal. Lovely guy. He's owned the dealership for about 14, 15 years. So he's a lovely guy. But I do have a great team here.
I can see that. David, what about the opportunities for women in automotive in Australia?
Certainly, we still have our opportunities here. We've got service advisors. We do have a few apprentice mechanics. We've got females that are doing our customer relations. It is equal opportunity here. So we are really proud to have an equal opportunity.
Okay.
that is awesome to hear.
Is it like increasing kind of dramatically?
It is like we still need we still don't see any women on our front, with sales. So I urge to, for all people to come forward. It's a great job. It serves everyone else well. It's just a fantastic role.
Yep. I see a lot of folks here. I see Jim Sabino coming in as well. We here in the States, David, it's been in many ways underserved for a long time, but it seems that the opportunities have now, it's been recognized in the last, 5 years or so, that we weren't really putting enough focus on that, and that we needed to. And the diversity, the inclusion, that whole spectrum now has really come to the forefront here in the United States, and is a very important part of what we do. And in fact, we focus on that at the roundtable a lot, David, and not just in fixed, but in the variable, in the sales side, like you do as well.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly a different perspective as well. So it's always good to get that different perspective. Someone else's opinion on things, and it's always good to see that.
Yep, I see Sarah Van Tyne in the chat as well, and Sarah. I don't know if you know Sarah, but I believe you do, David. But she worked. I think she did about 12 years in dealership in North Carolina, and I believe 2 different stores, and really worked her way up in retail. And that's got to be a lot of respect, David, for anybody to
Certainly
do that,
is.
And to do it well. So, hats off to Sarah Van Tyne for all the good stuff that she's done for our industry, and continues to do as well.
Yeah. certainly.
Yeah, love it. So, David, what's next for you? What do you see as you look on the horizon for 2024? We're early in the year. You got a lot of things. Here we've got a big election coming up later in the year. So a lot of unknowns as to what the year is going to bring. But what do you see there in Australia?
So our main focus is just stock, basically, just to to get that stock from coming in, engage with more customers. Just our main concentration is that at the moment. So just focus. At our dealership here, we should be seeing a new MG showroom coming up soon. And then we're going to revamp the Mitsubishi showroom as well later on in the year, which that should be really, really good. So we like to keep fresh here, but Ted, our main focus in Australia as a whole is customer focus.
So what you have Mitsubishi, you mentioned Toyota. What else do you have there?
So we've got Mitsubishi, Toyota, Mazda. We've got MG, and we do have our pre-owned department as well.
We learned in the green room that Katrina's family has an affinity for the MG product line.
Yeah, they're just my dad's cars that he's kept since he was younger, and they're in the garage now. So there's a couple of them. But I didn't even know that MG was still being made, but they got bought by a new company David was telling me. And there's a whole process, but that's pretty cool.
We learn something new every day.
Yes, we do.
David, they were pretty cool. They were pretty cool vehicles when we had them here in the States. How's the product lineup now?
Still going really, really strong. Again, it's just that I suppose that word comes back in focus. All manufacturers, they can't afford to let go. They got to keep their finger on the pulse, and then they can try and keep it going. To try and make it as strong as possible.
All right. Well, good stuff. All right. So tell us about some of the things here we have in this Taste of Australia, David, because there's a lot of things, and we're looking.
I am so looking forward to this.
So, I see Tim Tams. I see a few other things we've called out. But what's famous here? What's well known in Australia?
So our probably most famous one would be the Tim Tam. That's probably Australia's biggest. And believe it or not, I'm sorry, Ted, Vegemite is one of our biggest as well.
I find that hard to believe, David. Really?
So it's very, very popular here.
Now, do you personally have Vegemite, and do you have it often?
Yes, I do. Actually, every morning, to tell you the truth.
Wow. I feel like on the packaging, it really advertises like the vitamins and like the nutrients. Yes. So is it like a healthy kind of?
Yeah, like it's not bad for you. Like it's got the vitamins and all that sorts of stuff, but you'll have to taste it for yourself.
Okay.
Well, hold that thought. Maybe we try some of the other things first, David. Okay, some of the.
So another big one, I don't know whether it's in the pack or not, is Twisties. That's in the yellow chips. We call them over here. Crisp, I think you call them over there. So they're called Twisties. So they're quite popular here.
Okay, let me take a look here. Do you see them there, Vanessa? I'm looking for it. I'm looking the. Twisties. That's okay. The yellow and the red. Okay.
Yep. And if you look, and another popular one is Freddo the Frog. So it's like a little chocolate frog.
Okay. Katrina, I don't know if you can have all these things. Okay. And I'm not sure I have everything here in my box as well.
Yeah, I don't have the Twisties in my box either, which is interesting.
I think they did the substitution stuff on us, David. So they didn't give us quite everything that you have.
Probably looking at Cheezels, I think would be a close. Cherry Ripe is very, very nice as well.
Cherry Ripe, you have a
caramel koala. Yeah.
Koala.
Yeah.
All right. So I got the cherry. Yep. I got those shapes.
Okay.
So what do you say we try first, David? We have, I see the Cherry Ripe. We have the shapes.
So I'd say taste the Cherry Ripe first. Have a go at that.
All right. So we'll try that. And what are we tasting here? Just so
It's
maybe we don't
like a chocolate coating, over a cherry, made with cherries. They're very, very nice.
That's really good.
Is it like a candy almost?
Probably not. It's really, really hard to explain.
It is.
How do you think, Ted?
It's like a weird texture.
A texture, right, Vanessa? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's the texture of those coconut covered cookie like patties. That's kind of the texture. That's what it reminds me of, actually. Okay. Not bad.
And David, it even tastes a little bit like coconut, David. So
it does, yeah. So it's actually made with coconut and cherries.
I like
that would explain it.
Yes.
All right, Vanessa.
You tasted it last time, Ted. How about a tiny Teddy?
Okay, I've got them here. Got mine open, ready to go.
We have these in America. They're just not called tiny teddies.
Oh, right, okay.
But we'll see if they taste the same.
You're right. And it's not branded with this name.
It tastes very similar, and it reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah, they're called Teddygrams, you would think.
Teddygrams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, David, so far 2 for 2. You're doing pretty good. These are not bad.
Okay, so what do we have left? We have
shapes and
the
Vegemite
shapes.
and the
shapes, yep. So go with the shapes. Yep. Our most popular one is the barbecue shape. So I don't know what flavors that you have there. Yep. So you've got that, Vanessa.
And there was like a pizza one, I think, in the box.
Yeah.
I got the original.
So,
I didn't realize there's so many. Oh, look at it. Yeah.
So our barbecue shape is one of our biggest sellers here. They're very, very popular.
I love it.
Really good.
It tastes like a chicken in a biscuit almost. Those little chicken in a biscuit crackers that we have here in America. It reminds me of it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat all of them later.
David,
and
getting a lot of the
like yours, Ted.
Getting a lot of the good points here, out of the way. What are you saying?
Sean.
Yeah. We're saving that. Okay, now Katrina is vegan, did you say?
Vegan, yeah.
Vegan? Okay. Can she have the Tim Tams or no?
Mm-mm.
I
read
can't have
the
them.
label.
Right.
I'll live through you guys, though.
All right. I will try it, Vanessa, if you will. I think these were pretty good last time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wow. Really good. I feel bad you're not eating with us, David. So
I know. I wish you were trying them too.
Yeah.
You probably had them times.
So one of our popular ways that we eat Tim Tams, I think we might have touched on this before, Ted, but one of our popular ways that we eat a Tim Tam is we bite both sides and then we drink it through our chocolate drink. We actually drink the drink through our chocolate biscuit.
Like a
hole in it?
Like a straw. Yep. So you bite both sides and then you drink your chocolate drink through the biscuit like a straw.
Wow.
Yeah.
We did talk about
that. Is awesome. Innovative.
Any kind of chocolate drink, David, or a particular one?
I don't know whether you've got it, whether you have it over there. Milo. We call it Milo here. So it's like
chocolate milk.
Like a chocolate drink with milk, something like that. So it's got to be a hot chocolate, not a cold chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that. I have hot chocolate.
Right. They all know what's coming up here, David.
We all know what's coming up.
I'm trying to
bring it on.
All right. So the Vegemite, what is the safest way to have this? Because I know how awful it's going to taste.
It smells bad.
Yeah. It really does, doesn't it?
I'm so scared.
So a lot of people use it on their toast. They put it on their crackers. Not many people
That's not good.
eat it by itself. They need something to break it with.
I'm going to eat it with a shape.
Smells like a
I don't know if that'll be good, but we'll try.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll invent something.
It looks like
All right, I'm going to try a little bit on a knife,
So who's going first?
and I will put it on a.
Oh, we're not doing it at the same time?
I think at the same time. Otherwise, nobody will want to do it after that.
Or we can just...
Is that a good amount or is that too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any amount is too much. Believe me.
Ah!
Oh my God,
Ooh.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to get the full experience because I know I probably won't ever eat it again.
That's
All
true.
right. At your own risk.
All right.
All right.
Whenever
Ladies,
you're
here we go.
ready, you go.
Here we go.
I can't. Wait, it's
I
so
feel like
bad.
I didn't have enough on it because I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh,
Probably have to put on a bit more.
All right, I will.
I can't keep eating it.
We're trying that much now.
Ooh. You're doing well.
I don't mind it. I don't
Wow.
It tastes like a little, but Vanessa's gone.
Wow. Oops.
Oh gosh, it's so
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
It tastes like
So, Ted, the second time, is it any better than the first time?
No.
No.
I feel like
love
it feels like a burnt or like a salty kind of taste.
Yes,
It tastes
very,
like
very salty.
Mm-hmm.
I am not okay.
Katrina's okay with it, though. Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
And how are you feeling, Vanessa?
I am not okay. I will
I
never
think it's
touch
good on
it.
the cracker, actually.
Maybe I'll have to try it how you guys tried over there by splitting it up, but I really got a lot on that bite.
You put a lot on there.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you did. You did. Good job, though. Good job. You've done well.
I can say I've tried Vegemite.
You have. You've done well.
So, David, what we have to do at the next upcoming Fixed Ops Roundtable, we have to get some folks from your fixed operations department, service and parts, to come on a
Yes.
panel.
Yes.
And
we
we'll
would
ask
love
them
that.
questions about doing business there, and we'll find out the differences if there are any. I think
Yeah.
Tully would like to do it because Tully actually spoke at your equivalent of an NADA a couple years ago.
Yep.
Oh, that still tastes so bad. Oh my God. Oh. Katrina, you're the only one who can talk.
Honestly, I did not think it's that bad. I think it was very potent, but it
You've
wasn't.
done really well.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not picky with like flavors, so that's probably why.
So, David, if you're up for that, we'll set that up.
Yes, certainly will. So what I'll try and do is I'll get someone from Mitsubishi Australia, and I'll try and get someone from, maybe I could get my dealer principal. I'll try and get a couple of people involved. So that would be a really, really great, a great one to have.
I like it. Okay. Well, David, thank you for taking us through this half hour and guiding us through this cuisine. And, now that a little time has passed, Vanessa and I feeling a little better.
I can see the color coming back.
All right, Katrina, can you tell us about the next event? Maybe since you're in the best condition to be able to do that.
Of course. So like always, it is a 4-day virtual event. This event will be in May 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. It's a bit of a ways away, but you guys know it will be coming up very, very fast. So make sure you get your complimentary tickets as soon as possible from fixedopsroundtable.com.
Yep, fixedopsroundtable.com, everybody. And it's the 90s rewind, and we're heading back in the 90s. And David, thank you, first of all, so much for what you do for the automotive industry. We are grateful to you.
It's an absolute pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
And you're a real pro. You're a real professional at everything that you do. I've watched your stuff online. I'm a big fan. So
Thank
I
you.
appreciate all your
Really
support.
appreciate that. Can I just also give a shout out to our good friend Sean Butler? we're, our thoughts and prayers go out with you, buddy. We're all thinking of you.
Oh. So, David, you'll be happy to know Wednesday night, our show on Valentine's Day in 2 days, we're going to dedicate that to Sean Butler and his family. So we have a special show coming up on Valentine's Day. Everybody join us Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to celebrate Sean Butler and all he does for our industry. So on behalf of Vanessa and Katrina and for David Lucas, I'm Ted Ings, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks, guys.